Let's move on to this for now. 2 years after a stretch of the Lilian Ngoyi Street in the Joburg CBD was destroyed by a methane gas explosion, parts of it will reopen to traffic this morning. This is part of phase 1 of the rehabilitation project, while the second phase will be announced in the coming weeks. Zola Sholwana is there and joins us live now. It's going to be a progress update and trying to see exactly what the roads now look like and whether it can handle the heavy traffic flow as a start. Zola, what is it looking like?
Well, Arabile, the set time for the official reopening of the road was 6 o'clock. And it's 10 minutes now after 6 o'clock and it hasn't been opened. We are told that it will be opened for traffic as soon as HODs from the Johannesburg Roads Agency arrive here. Let me show you, though, how it currently looks like. There's still a little bit of work that's currently being done at this particular moment, and you can see that they are chasing time. We spoke to some commuters and pedestrians who, usually used this road before the explosion, and some of them were quite excited to actually get to see it in this current state, because it means that now they won't be using longer routes to get to their destination. And they were complaining about safety concerns, saying that there were, small passages that were created by this particular project where there were, robberies reported, and also businesses, that were operating on this stretch of Lilian Ngoyi. You were complaining about levels of crime and how this has left their businesses, suffering because people are no longer using this route. But as you can see now, people are able to freely, get to their destinations. We are anticipating to see when taxis will be allowed to use this route. Now, if you're able to see, Arabile, the lanes have not, actually there were 5 lanes before, but now it looks like there's about 3 lanes. And we are told that the reason for that was just to allow economic activity and also pedestrians to have a way, because their route was actually quite small before the work that was done here, meaning those that are selling just by the road will then have enough space. Pedestrians will also have their space to move freely without any congestion. But now the biggest question is that what's going to happen to motorists, as we understand that even with the 5 lanes, there was heavy traffic, because this is one of the busy roads here in the CBD. There are parts that are actually narrowing the road as you get further. So we'll get to monitor that, of course, once they open the road to traffic. But I must tell you that this has been a relief to many people, because at some point they had lost hope, especially when there were no, updates from the city as to what was happening rather. And at some point we heard about the first contractor who was fired because they were not meeting the deadlines, and there was obviously money that was lost in that process. And we understand that there is a court process that's currently happening. And now the second contractor, which we believe is the reason why we are here today, and this street is finally, ready to be reopened, has done their work according to what we are being told. And we are told that, they have spent nearly 200 million to be able to achieve what we are seeing here. So Arabile, we will be monitoring, the operations here. We know that the mayor is expected to come a little bit later on, just to witness how the first day of Lilian Ngoyi is essentially looking like for motorists and also pedestrians. But I can say that many people that, work here and also use this route are quite excited about what is happening here today.
Yeah, Zola, this is going to be very interesting, because at around this time alone, according to researchgate.net, you have at least 400 vehicles per hour traveling through that road, and that is just going in one direction. That's westbound. If you're going eastbound, that's nearly 800. And that rises steadily to 1,700 if you're going eastbound. Going through that road, it's just going to be very interesting to note how the traffic volumes change and whether this move to 3 lanes or less lanes is going to be helpful in any form. But as we can tell right now, that road not necessarily as ready as they would like it. 6 a.m. was meant to be the start or the reopening of this road. And now that has shifted, it would look like.